Finally, we're here. Final folder, which is from 2022, 2020 all the way onward. Even though I think that majority of these drawings are from when, I don't know. I say something and then I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, we're finally going to tackle the final one. Final boss. Finally. This one is separated the same way that I separated the first folder. If you didn't watch that, you can watch the video somewhere. I think it's up there. No, I don't have how... It's somewhere, okay? And if you watch that video, you will know how it is separated. It is separated by certain categories. And we will tackle those. Let's start with the first category, which is cute, innocent, gentle, timid, and friendly. Let's go from 2020, 16th. Can you focus? 16th of August of 2020. It is 178, but with no mask. And you know why she has no mask here in these older drawings. If you didn't know, she used to wear a mask back in the day. And the reason why she isn't wearing a mask here is because I drew her wrong. I don't know, I tried drawing on black paper just to do something different. I have these black papers, so I wanted to use them, I guess. Then we have 178, but I'll put these here, why not? 178, but with watercolor. Now, you can look at this and you're like, oh, yeah, that's watercolor. You are wrong. This is actually watered down acrylic. People lie to you. I didn't have watercolor, and I was like, oh, I'll use acrylics and just water them down. It'll work the same. And people will be like, oh, no, never. It works all the same. It is the same thing. They lie to you. Don't trust them. Anyways, I like the textures in this. This looks very watercolory. Sure, she still looks wrong. Her without a mask is still the wrong concept. This isn't the actual thing. That's why I'm showing it to you all. Makes no difference. Man, I'm glad I improved anatomy. It's all that I have to say. I really like these still. I think they're cute. Also, I love the texture in the eye here. That's... Can you focus? Can you focus? Can you focus? Can you focus? I don't know if you can focus. That little spirally, so cool. Here we have another one. I like these still. These are cute, okay? I like them. I have nothing against them. Then we have nostalgia. Do these have dates? Oh yeah, they do. 19th of August of 2020, 24th August of 2020. We have nostalgia. Now, nostalgia is a character that I haven't drawn in a long time, and I've actually been redesigning her and her concept a little bit in relation to 178. They are sisters, twins to be exact, and their story is a complicated one. Here we have our girl. She looks like she needs help. I'm glad I improved anatomy-wise. This is also made with acrylics, used as if they were watercolors, and I have to say, they look good. The texture, great. I love this little detail up here that's like a different color. Can you see that? I don't know if you can. Really cute. I love how these match as well. And I love how her colors are deeper than 178's one. Here we have 1st of July 2021, a whole year later. This is a drawing I made when I bought my first ever Copic marker set, which is the Copic Skin Tones. So I limited myself to solely that color palette and drew this, which is a normal anime girl, I guess, schoolgirl, and she has a big bow. Oh, I love big bow. I should draw something like this again. Honestly, this drawing looks good, except for the skull up here. But otherwise, it's really good. I love my use of lines. Oh, guys. 10th of July of 2021. Here we will get interesting now. This is she. but in a different type of design, because here I was sort of exploring what the geometrals were supposed to look like, which I am still kind of exploring now, and I've gotten a few ideas that people have given me that are really good, and I have to explore that still. This was one of the first versions that I was thinking of, and it didn't look like what I wanted to. Also, she looks wrong. This isn't her. This is my girl. What have they done to you? But yeah, we were getting somewhere. It's a good exploration. Then 10th of November of 2021, and I wrote, after like a month and a half, finally done. I guess I suffered drawing this, and it's my boy, guys. Can I get into how much I love Liu? If you don't know him, this is Homicidal Liu. Jeff the Killer's brother. Look, me and him have a past, okay? Look, stop judging. We have a very deep relationship. Take this seriously, please. Everyone should ship me and Liu, and we are the perfect couple, okay? You don't want to know the story behind the milk bath. You don't. Neither the Greek shower or anything else. Ah, guys, this is the redraw that I mentioned, I think, in last folder series video, where I said that I redrew that illustration. This is it. I know that there are many versions of this, but this is the final one. I think I have improved if you compare it to last videos that I don't know if I will insert here or not. Very cute. When did I draw this? 2nd of July 2021. I guess that this is wrong, then that should be like this. Ooh, 13th of February 2022. Jesus Christ. This is an actual watercolor illustration. This is when I bought your typical Winsor & Newton basic color set, and I drew this. This was a character that I had made for a experiment that I wanted to pull off, that I never did, and her name is, I have no idea. I think her name is Expichu? Something along those lines. Ooh! 11th of June 2022. Here's when I bought a new Copic set. I think, what is this called? Is this called the floral set? I think it's something along those lines. This purple looks so neon and good. Whoa. This is some random character. I just wanted to draw something that the colors inspired me with. Ooh! 20th of September 2022. This will have been, what, 3 years from now. Look at this drawing. Is this drawing for someone? Did I draw this for someone? Is this a gift? I have no information. I wouldn't know. But it looks so good. The shading. Whoa. I'm pretty sure that this was with the Ohuhu pastel colors set that I have. The 48 one, not the 96 one. Wow, this looks really good. Congrats to my past self. I wouldn't be able to pull it off nowadays. That says more about me than anything. 23rd of January of this year. We have a big jump right there. And it's the drawing that I made with all my Copic markers. It's Selena and Cave. My beloveds. They are so cute. Look at Selena. Where is the other Lena? There she is. Look at her. She's still the same after all these years. You don't change, babe. I love motorcycles. And then we have the Valentine's postcards. These are so cute still. Jealous. Dude, this Jealous looks so good. I need to learn how to draw him well again. I don't know what happened to me, but I kind of draw him like boo-boo. I still love this concept of him just ripping the flowers out straight from the dirt and giving them to you. Being like, let me love you to death. Hell yeah, typo negative mention. Woohoo! Look, no one needs to know who he's based off of, okay? Then we have Selena with Heaven is a Place on Earth with You, of course. And the rose bouquet. This is the least Lena thing ever. Selena is not romantic at all, which is why her first relationship ends with our beloved girl, Apple. I need to get more into that. If you want to know more about my own stories, you can look at my Instagram profile and my highlights. At some point, I'll still get to that Tumblr account that I've been starting, but never actually went through with it yet, so I'm sorry about that. Next up, the next thing is the infamous folder. Angry, irritated, psychological, and be careful, I bite. Ooh, so scary. So first off, we go all the way back to 2020. This has a little purple heart that you can see there somewhere. Because it's Leo, of course, my beloved. With this, I know was supposed to be my version of Your Name. I wanted them to be very androgynous. Look, I prefer the gray ball that people use nowadays, if I have to be honest. But look, I added a background. I'm pretty sure that this was still made with acrylics, if I'm not mistaken. So we have that. Then we have another heart. I think that this one I put just so that I know that these are like together. Jeff the Killer. Look, there's Leo's shadow in the back. Me making backgrounds traditionally. That's like the biggest thing ever. I don't do that. I barely do backgrounds digitally. I wouldn't be able to tell you, but me making backgrounds traditionally, that's a rare thing. That's for sure. You know what he reminds me of here? Yaoi. That's all I'll say. Yaoi hands, and you will be able to put the rest together. 18th of January 2021. Woo! I know that this girl was supposed to be for something. I just don't remember what. I think that I had bought Pelicans. Is it Pelicans? Pastel colored pencil set, and I wanted to use only those, and this is what came out, but I'm unsure. Is it Pelican or is it Stabilo? I have no idea. But it's like a school colored pencil set that I decided to use for Not Dad. Here we have her again. No date, but this is her still. But this must have been... When was this? This must have been beginning of 2021, and this must have been later on in 2021. Look at that line art. I honestly surprised myself with these. Damn, these are good. They look good. Guys, I knew how to draw. Oh, here we have the other ones, the other versions. Here we have the first one, which... you know, that's all I can say, Now, with this one, I'm actually unsure if this is the final version or the other one. There we go. I don't know which one is supposed to be the final one. I think it must be this one. But honestly, which one do I prefer? I honestly have to say that nowadays, I would prefer this one. In aspect of the eyes, I like this crazed eye look. But I think that this one is supposed to be the final version. This one's definitely not it. I know that for sure. 12th of October of 2021, we have Clockwork. My creepypasta phase never ended back in 2017. It's ongoing constantly. Anyways, I used my Winsor Newton watercolor set for this. I really like that eye. That eye, marvelous. Honestly, my use of watercolor in general was decent, which is surprising. 19th of September 2022, which will have been 3 years as well. And that's just me standing in the sun. There's something seemingly wrong. Can you just appreciate the folds in this dress? Congrats to me. Then we have, this was this year, I think. This was just a concept, okay, of the creator for the Black Garden story that I'm still constantly reworking. So here we have irritated, psychological, angry, and to be careful, I bite. For our next section, we have style? No, fashion. Fashion, clothes, provocative makeup, and artists. Ooh. First off, 19th of July 2021, we have the two Carmens. I still like this illustration, honestly, if I have to say so myself. I think it turned out nice. My Copic markers still had ink in them. I, at some point in my life, have to buy ink for those. Look at Carmen's thingy, smoky thingy. This is Carmen and this is fake Carmen. Carmen is another story that I'm constantly reworking on, but it's an interesting one. Let's put them to the side. 2nd of August 2021. We have a pastel girl. Was this for a draw this in your style? It could have been. I am unsure though, but this is a pastel girl. It honestly reminds me kinda of some draw this in your style. Maybe, no, I don't know. I have no idea. If you recognize this, then you will know and you can tell me. Then we have 9th of March 2022. This character, this is a colored in sketch. I can see that by the lines here. This character is part of Carmen's story. I don't remember her name right now. I don't remember her name right now. It must be something like Euphalia or something. I don't know. I have to recheck my old sketchbooks. But she plays an important role. If you don't know, Carmen's story is basically Carmen gets herself involved with some bad people that act sort of like a gang or a mafia sort of thing, which they tend to traffic women specifically and drugs and illegal stuff, right? And Carmen tries to stop them. They specifically tend to traffic this one drug called the Tears of God, which is very deadly and very, 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 very dangerous. And so she tries to save these two girls that are way too involved with these type of people, and Carmen has a certain status and power to her. And I don't know, things go very wrong for her though. That's basically the resume of the resume. Oh, guys. 2nd of December 2021. I will have to censor this, though. I will have to censor this, so... You know. Like, it doesn't show anything, really, but I'm afraid of YouTube. So here we have Selena and Jealous. Jealous didn't even have his tattoos yet, so that's something. Man, it's so weird. This must have still been Bad Boy Jealous. I will have to take this one away, though. If you didn't know, Jealous used to have a previous version in which he was the complete opposite of what he is nowadays. Then we have this year, which I didn't put a date on it, but you know, it's the same day. It's the Valentine's postcards with Love Tan on a little cake. Look at this little cake up here, it's so cute. And then we have She, woohoo! It's our girl with the acrylic markers. Still a great drawing. Congrats to me, and we have done the provocative and whatnot. We haven't. I lied to you. We have two more. First of all, this was supposed to be a booklet with redraws of illustrations I've done of Surimu, which some you might recognize from last video. And I redrew them here at the early days of 2021. And then I didn't like this one, this was way too sketchy, so I did another one, in which I only drew one or two. No, I drew more. I drew three. Okay, so here I have them side by side. Here her shape and her whole anatomy is more correct to the perspective that she's in. Really like that. Are you focused? Are you focused? I don't know. Here we have the three and only drawings that we have redrawn. So that's cool. Now we are done with fashion, provocative, makeup artist and whatnot. Now we have a big one. We have elegant, student, without emotion, and serious. First of all, we will get into three drawings that were digital illustrations that my mother printed out for me. First of all, being Selena. This is from 2020, where I used to have this art style. Then we have, these are the same illustration then. This used to be an artist that I was friends with at the time. We were in the group chat. Things unfortunately ended very wrong by mistakes committed by honestly everyone, which if I make a video talking about my friendships and relationships in general that I've had, which are friendships and, you know, my friendship video that I want to make, I will probably get a bit more into this situation. That is an interesting thing that I want to talk about, which involves meeting people online. That's a very important topic to talk about. Next up, 20th of August, 2020. Surimu, my girl. I remember that in 2020 I used to draw her a lot. And then I stopped, my girl, my poor girl. What have I done to you? I know that there is a matching drawing for this, so I don't know. We will find it though. And we found it. 19th of August of 2020. So these are reversed. I need to reverse them. Selena. And they go together. I don't know if they go like this or if they go like this. I think that they go like this though. Interesting concept. I used acrylics again for these, of course, like they are watercolors. So if you say that acrylics don't work like watercolors, try again. I massacred my boy. I massacred my boy. What have I done to you? No. Okay, so I have to get into something. This is the president. This is him. Or supposed to be. Back then, he still didn't wear his mask. And he doesn't always wear a mask. He wears the mask in Selena's part of the story, which is later on in the future. But when he's younger, he doesn't. Which I will show you in a bit. Anyways, this was him. What have they done to you? They being me. What have I done to you, man? Here we have Heart again. Oh, this is a complicated one. The president, first of all, he got rid of this cancer right here. And here we have Angel, which is not Angel Kill. This is Angel because they are an angel. This is actually the creator. And Loftan up here. Loftan and him, their relationship is odd, okay? Loftan needs to stop, honestly. 2020. 2020? Okay, guys, give me a moment. Look, we will just have to deal with it. I hope that you can't hear that vacuum in the background, okay? 22nd of August of 2021. Here we have Yig. She is looking a bit long. That's because I drew her at this angle. So she's looking a bit ovally. Yig's concept changed over the years. And nowadays, she is one of Selena's exes. The second one. Selena has so many. 2. She's the last girl that Selena dated. And then, you know, things happen. Then we have 24th of August 2021, which is still Yig. Here she is at a better angle. I know how to speak. Here she's looking right. Here I had just bought my Winsor & Newton watercolors. I remember it and I wanted to learn how to use them, so I watched a tutorial and this is what I made with those lessons that I learned. 14th of February. Yeah, this is 2021, right? Yeah. This is 2022. 14th February 2022. Just a simple little illustration of a girl and she's looking pastel-y. I remember that I wanted to learn how to make things less saturated and strong and more pastel-y, so this is what I came up with. And then we have the complete opposite, 15th of October of 2023, which is Cherry. Very strong colors. This is wrong, you know. This is supposed to be purple. Cherry does not live in a world where the world is blue. The world is purple there. But overall, great lighting, great scene. Now we got it right. This does not have a date, but this is 2023 too. If you go back to 2023 on my accounts, you will see this illustration here, which is Cherry in the art style that I intended to use for her comic. And I honestly still want to go through with this comic. It's a very short manga comic thingy. It's honestly a really cool one. And then here we have one of the illustrations I made for that, which has no dates as well, for her comic and the scenes. Like, look at this style. I love this. This looks so good. I need to go through with it. Then we have the 9th of December of 2024, which is the President and Angel, also known as the Creator, but at this point I guess he doesn't know that yet. Here he is still younger. He's not wearing his mask, but he has already lost his finger here, so that's something. Also, he has his arm still. That's something to keep in mind. I think that this looks very royal, which was my intention, but at this point I still didn't exactly know what outfit I wanted him to wear, so this is when I figured it out. This has no dates, but I have a video of this on my channel where I draw this. I love this little cutout of his heart thingy. Here I just drew on top of it. I tend to forget it, even though it's like one of the main things in his design. This looks really good, I have to say. I nailed his design. Obviously his design is inspired by the Virgin Mary. So here we have elegant, student, no emotion, and serious. Then we have sad, depressed, emotional, and it hits the heart. What great names for all these different types of things. Again, we have 4 digital illustrations that my mother had printed out for me. First of all, we have... Oh, this was a collaboration sorta we had done in that global chat. And this is my OC nostalgia at the time, back in the day. Let's put that there. Then we have the close-up of Nostalgia's face. Then we have Angel at the time, the creator, at the tree of whatever it is that is evil and whatnot. Then we have Angel. This was my birthday drawing of 2020. I have nothing to say. You interpret it how you want. No date, but we have Eyelash Jack, and I remember that I fucked this up, so I took a picture of this, put it in digitally, and fixed it then. Then we have nothing but Selena drowning. In these two, you can see that this is not watercolor. This was in fact made with acrylic. Honestly, the concept of this I still like. It's supposed to like be the parts of her that are out of the water are like really saturated and colorful, and the parts inside are desaturated. It doesn't come across though. It just looks muddy. Then we have 3rd of November. No, holy shit, I don't know my months. 3rd of September of 2021. Cherry U, look at that gold. Holy shit. That's so shiny. I love this. This is with my beloved watercolors. I love watercolors and I miss using them. I just don't have the right paper, as you can see. This paper is really thin. Still a great drawing though. Then we have 7th of January 2022. Hatsune Miku, my beloved girl. We love her, okay? We love her and we support her. And why does her hair look blue in the camera? It isn't. It is turquoise greenish, like her hair color is supposed to be back in the day. Or was supposed to be, better saying. It looks blue there. It makes no sense. This one's fun. 6th of February 2022. Jeff the Killer. But it's only a flower, sadly. I don't know. Then we have 23rd of September of 2022. Here I had made a little reference of the pose. I know that this is a redraw of a digital illustration, and I have nothing to say about it. Looks really good though. Can we appreciate those values? Like, holy damn. And that's all for sad, depressed, emotional, and hits the heart. And for the last little part, we have background sceneries and whatever landscape we want. And we only have one illustration, which is this. It's Selena in a little forest. I know that I wanted to go for this very... What is that artist's name? She's an Australian artist. Ina... Is it Ina Ora... Ooh, I don't know. She used to draw old fairy tales in this really beautiful, stunning art style that has lots of lines, which is what I used as a reference for the Pekluva story art style, sort of. I love this. Like, her art and also Gustave Doré's art, it's just peak, so I went for this sort of look. Very fairy tale, which eventually led me down to my Pekluva art style, so that's all that we have. Then I have like friends and families and stuff like that, like things people drew for me, but this is it. This was the whole folder series. I don't know why I put this video off for so long. Probably because there isn't much to show. I haven't drawn that much traditionally other than like outside my sketchbooks. And these are the few things that I have. 18th of October. Oh, okay. I have to draw more traditionally. I have the materials, I just don't. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a nice day and night. Bye! Finally, we're done with this.